Good evening, masters. Welcome to the session. And now I'm going to talk about fasting. You all know it's just like a discussion. So how many of you practice regularly fasting? You can chat in the box. So is that something new to you, or is that like a regular process that you already started? Yeah, you can message all. You can message in the chat box, and I will talk about that later. And let me talk now. Let us start about fasting now. So you all know, like fasting, it is a practice of either abstaining, that means stopping or consuming food totally for a particular period of time, or consuming very limited calories for a period of time. So if we see the historically, if we see, usually fasting is done for different purposes. It could be for either spiritual purpose or for religious purpose, or it could be for medical purposes and all. So a fast usually lasts from 12 to 24 hours, but sometimes it could continue for days at a time, right? So let's talk about what are the types of fasting. So you all know, like it's a water fasting, that is like consuming only water for a period of time. And it could be like juice fasting. The second one is juice fasting, and what that means is consuming only fruits and vegetable juices. So the other one is like the partial fasting. The third one is reducing calorie intake significantly, but still consuming some foods. So this is the partial fasting. So, and the fourth one is like the intermittent fasting. It's now like on a trend, right? So it involves alternating periods of eating and fasting. Like you give a fasting period of 16 hours, like not taking any food, anything, and between 8 hours of break you consume food, right? So fasting for 16 hours and eating within an 8-hour window, that is the intermittent fasting. So you all know this. So let's see what are the benefits of fasting actually. So number one benefit that we all like is weight loss. Fasting can reduce calorie intake, and that leads to weight loss, and it improves the insulin sensitivity. So if you keep on eating, the glucose level there'll be like a lot of glucose level that the blood doesn't takes it, and the bloodstream and all. So then they'll face in diabetic problems and all. So if you keep on fasting, it improves your insulin sensitivity. That is, fasting can lower insulin levels and improves insulin sensitivity. So that will benefit the type 2 diabetes patients and all people. So the another benefit is reducing inflammation. So fasting could reduce markers of inflammation in the body. And the other thing is the cellular repair. So while fasting, it triggers a process called autophagy. That means where the body cleans up the damaged and the damaged cells and all, the body gets cleaned during the time. It gets some rest, right? So it starts cleaning. The cleaning process enhances and increased growth hormone production. So fasting can increase growth hormone levels, which may promote muscle growth and the bone health also. So there is another benefit, like it improves thinking and memory. So it increases the physical performances. Like if you keep fasting, you'll be free from lethargic feelings and all. So it keeps you active and energetic. So if you are fasting this day and tomorrow, you'll be like very much energetic and active because the cells got repaired, your digestive system and your organs got some rest, and they'll work very efficiently from then, and you'll feel like more energetic and active. And the other important benefit, like while fasting, is emotional cleansing. So fasting can facilitate emotional cleansing and balances, and it increases some resilience. There will be like inner peace, a greater sense of inner peace and harmony overall. And so finally, what we can conclude is the benefits of fasting is overall, it cleans the digestive system, purifies the blood, eliminates all the toxins from your body, and it rests the digestive system and different important organs of the body, right? So there'll be like a kind of rest. So, and risk. So what are the risks? So you can imagine what could be the risk if you don't eat. There's not much risk, but dehydration. You have to be careful while fasting. Like if you feel you're very thirsty and all, start drinking water and all. Take proper glucose water and all. So it's important to stay hydrated because the cleaning process started, right? So if you want to clean a room, you need some water, right? So in the same thing, to clean the body inside, the body needs a lot of water. So make sure you're not dehydrated, and it's important to stay hydrated during fasting, especially with water only fasting. Keep on drinking water whenever your body demands. Listen to the body. It's not like you have to drink this much, that much water. Listen to the body, and whenever it demands, keep on drinking water. Whenever you feel like you're full, you don't require, you can stop like that. So give a break like that, and keep on. Make sure you're dehydrated. Make sure you're hydrated, and so the electrolyte imbalance. So fasting can lead to imbalance in electrolytes such as sodium, potassium, and magnesium, and all. Make sure if you have any kind of side effects, like thing, if you feel like dizziness or something like that, make sure you take proper electrolytes water and all. So that helps. And muscle loss, there's a risk like muscle loss if you keep on starving, if you don't eat proper food. And some people are already lean or thin or perfect weight. So if those people keep on doing fasting alone, don't go to like too much fasting and all. Like prolonged fasting can lead to muscle breakdown. So be aware of that. And the nutrient deficiencies. So fasting can deprive the body of essential nutrients if not done carefully. So take care of that. And health complications, like fasting may not be safe for people with certain health conditions such as diabetes, heart disease, or eating disorders and all. So those people got to be careful, and under supervision of doctor and all, they can do proper fasting and all. But overall, the good doctor is like your body. Whatever your body says, if you start keep listening to it, it will tell you properly. And if you go accordingly, it's like every body is different and every person is different, right? So whatever your body says, if you start listening to that, that will be the perfect one. And so generally fasting is not advised for young children and pregnant women and breastfeeding women, because they need a lot of calories and all. They need a lot of nutrition and all. So they keep on, they generally don't use fasting, but for others it is good. And so among all these fasting, Ekadasi fasting is a very important one. The Ekadasi fasting, the full moon fasting, and also very good for health, because so there are like some scientific reasons during this time. So Ekadasi fasting, like our Hindu ritual that involves abstaining from food and water or eating only certain foods on the 11th day of the lunar month, that is the Ekadasi. So generally fast is observed like twice in a month. So to gain control of mind and senses, to channel the control like towards spiritual growth, and also to purify the soul, to prepare for moksha and salvation. So to cleanse the mind, body, and soul, Ekadasi fasting is considered one of the most auspicious day for fasting and spiritual reflection. So during these days, devotees eat a single meal in the afternoon and the day before Ekadasi, right? So devotees break the fast on the next day, that is the Dvadasi, the 12th day of the lunar month. and that only after sunrise. So devotees consume sattvic foods, and they have to avoid all the junk foods, and devotees avoid tasmic food and negative behavior. So they engage in spiritual practices, like, and the type of fasting they do is nirjala, means complete fasting without water. They say like lankanam, right, in Telugu. So in nirjala, it's complete fasting, even not taking any water. So it's like complete stop, no water, nothing. So the other kind is jalaha. They only consume water. So the other type, the third one is the kshetra bhaji, means consuming milk, only milk products. So the scientific reason behind this is the atmospheric pressure is very low during this particular day, the 11th day, the Ekadashi day. So that is the best time for fasting. You may heard like in 2016 there was like a Nobel Prize winner, like Hiyoshi Nori Osomi. So he's a Japanese cell biologist specializing in autophagy, that he received the Nobel Prize in the year 2016 in physiology or medicine. So what is this autophagy is? It is a process that cells use to recycle their own damaged and unnecessary components. So autophagy is a key process that helps cells survive starvation and fight infection. It is triggered through fasting. So he got the Nobel Prize, like, from our technique of Ekadasi fasting. He proved scientifically and he got the award. So, but our ancestors know this from so many thousands of years. And the thing is like we have to follow the Ekadasi fasting. They have proved like many thousands of years ago even. So we all know like our like the few, like a 4th generation parents and all, they practice this kind of Ekadasi fasting, and also we knew all those things. So it's better, like it's more scientifically proved and it's very efficient. So Ekadasi fasting is very efficient to maintain good health emotionally and physically and mentally and for soul purpose also. And fasting on full moon meditation also, it's like more efficient and more effective. So we are having next week full moon, like full moon day. So let's make a affirmation, or let's take a go, like we'll do fasting on that day and take only liquid food. You may have some ragi java, that kind of food, and like the before evening. So if you take little quantity of food and you keep on fasting for that day, then that will, you can try, instead of listening and all, you can try, and we'll discuss in the next weekend, like how did you feel and all those things. Okay. And this is about fasting. And if you have any questions, please come forward, masters. I actually started fasting like Kartika Somvaram when I was in 9th standard. So when I was in when I was like 13 years old, even from 12, 13, I started that Kartika Somvaram. I used to be in fasting. I used to take only that guavas in my carriage, because my friends will ask, why you didn't bring it, why you didn't bring it. And also I used to cut the guavas into pieces and take in my lunchbox and eat that for afternoon. That's the only thing I take. So that's how I started. I learned from my mother, and so I started. So do you have any experiences you can share? And if you have any questions, please come forward. So Chitra ma'am, you're saying like I get acidity if I fast. Okay. So you got to drink like water. So there'll be like a lot of acids, like acids that um, produces in the stomach for digestion and all. So if you smell anything food, then your digestive system will gets prepared, and it will think like you're going to consume that food, and it starts producing the acids and all. So at that time you got to dilute that. So just make to the mind that I'm not going to eat any food now. So digestive system will be ready, like not to produce those kind of acids, and keep on drinking water, so that gets diluted and all. So if you make a habit like slowly, then your body will get accustomed to that, the fasting and all. So I think that will help.
Yeah, I would like to share some points. Like I started with intermittent fasting. Before 7:30, I used to have food, and next day I'll be having only around 11:30, uh, around 12 o'clock. If I feel hungry, I'll be having 11:30. From 2 months, I lost around 4 kgs without doing any much exercise.
Wow, that's nice.
Yeah, the food intake I have reduced, and only walking of half an hour I'll do.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing, Pallavi ma'am. And Manisha ji was telling like, no, never do fasting. What made you that a kind of weird experience? Is there any weird experience that happened? Can you share?
Actually, yes, I used to do fasting before marriage, but now I'm a foodie
You
and
just
I
want to
cook.
enjoy the food, you can enjoy.
I eat everywhere. Wherever you will send me, I'll eat. Any caste, any religion, whatever, wherever you send, I'll eat food and come. And I too cook very nice, so that's the tempting. I get the smell. Even
Okay.
not a single day I do fasting. I eat and eat.
Okay,
I
that
want to do
shows
fasting,
like
yes.
yeah, that shows like you're more interest like your foodie, but you're not like against the fasting, right?
No, not against. I have to do because I have to do weight loss also. Even I did Shankar
Okay.
Prakshalan in this last month. So it was that ki after doing Shankar Prakshalan, I have to do, I have to take care of the food intake for 8 days. But on the third day, it was my husband's birthday, so 60th birthday. So again, samosas and all that. When I see, I can't stop myself.
Okay, I got you. Yeah.
I'll try this new moon. But sometimes, whatever I think, see, Ekadashi or this, I'll do because we don't believe in any like these days and all that. Low, where the people say Ekadashi, don't eat rice, that will grow into germs. Oh, I ate in the morning. Means after that I come to know. So we
Yeah.
don't believe in such days and all these things. Okay, whatever food we have cooked, it's good for us. That's the thing. I have to do fasting, but whenever I think, na, yeah, tomorrow, Monday, okay, I'll do fasting. I'll have kitty party, then again I'll go there. Again, I'll eat there.
Yeah,
It
then
never
you have to
happens.
make a strong decision like I have to do fasting. But like not forcing yourself, but you know the importance and then you will feel some interest. If you practice one time, no, you'll see the benefit and you'll start doing. So the thing is not like not only eating, we shouldn't eat rice on Ekadasi, and the main reason is like to avoid carbohydrates on that day. Even rice, chapati, those kind of food generally we shouldn't take. So
But
that
I
is the
don't come to know na when is Ekadashi because we don't believe in all these days. So and no fasting and nothing. So
Tomorrow is
in
I
order
don't.
to
Ekadashi, ma'am. Tomorrow Saturday Ekadashi, so you can do it.
yeah, that's why I'm telling today. I got an opportunity.
But again, the same thing, na. Just you said yes, I'll say yes. But I'm the on the other side. There is no servant, so I have to do so much work. 3 classes I have to take. Get hungry, so I'll eat little bit.
Yeah, you learn the benefits, right? The emotional benefits, the like religious, spiritual benefits and all. So you give it a try. So many are
Okay.
telling so many things. Why don't you try? You give it a try, and if you feel the
Yes, yes,
benefit,
sure, sure.
then
Tomorrow I'll try. Yes, yes, sure.
yeah. Thank you so much.